Let's go ahead and try a standard installation on a heavier lock. This is for the 073 gauge wire locks, and that's what this blue handle tool is for. We're going to put the little temporary V-clip in place. By putting that in one of the lock grooves, this holds the pin in place so we can install the first lock. It's highly recommended that you install these locks while the pin is in place. So let's go ahead and get started. We'll put the pin into the pin bore. As it slides into place, it'll be kept there with that V-clip on the other side. So we're ready to get started here. One of the first things you want to make sure when you're installing these Kramm-Locks is that the end of the lock is engaged in the lock groove before you put the tool on and even get started. So we'll go ahead and put the lock in place here. As you can see, I want to make sure that the end of the lock is somewhere around the pick lock notch and that the lock itself is engaged in the groove. So we've ensured that. We're going to go ahead and place the tool on the bent end of the lock here. And a great tip for installing these, thick or small, is to pull back on the handle towards the pin bore. Pull back like you're shifting into neutral here. That collapses the lock and allows it to slide past the pinhole. Another great tip for removing the locks is to place the handle on the lock there and then press away from the pin bore. This unseats the lock. It's really a good tip to unseat the lock prior to removing. So we pull back on the handle and then rotate the handle clockwise. And this will completely remove all the Kramm-Locks.